Girl, I don't know what's going on with Jakook lately, but more and more things keep coming out. First, there was everything that happened in Brussels with Jimin and Jungkook, drawing everyone's attention. Then came that strange gesture they made exactly the same way, and honestly, I have so many questions. We're also going to talk about the photo that caused so much discussion because Jungkook ended up with a detail that made more than one person look bad. Then there's the way he arrived at the concert because he practically went straight to Jimin, and the looks they exchanged didn't go unnoticed. And if that weren't enough, we saw Jungkook again supporting and admiring Jimin, as always. Stay tuned because there's a lot to discuss. The first day of the Brussels concert gave us a glimpse of Jimin and Jungkook together, demonstrating once again how well they get along on stage. It's very clear how they both light up the venue simply by being there, each with their own style, but sharing that special energy that captivates so many people, unable to look away. Their talent is immediately apparent, and it's impossible not to feel affection watching them enjoy themselves while performing in front of all the fans who have joined them on this tour. Although they were in different places on stage at times, the way they look at each other and how they look out for one another is a clear sign of how close their relationship is. Seeing them there, radiating so many smiles and so much charisma, confirms that they are the duo that deserves the most attention, because their chemistry is undeniable. Every move they make, even when they're not side by side, makes our hearts swell with joy to see that, among all the people present, they are always attentive to what the other is doing. We're really looking forward to seeing what happens in the coming days of the tour, because moments like this are what make it worthwhile to follow every detail of their journey. Jimin and Jungkook gave us a beautiful memory in Brussels that demonstrates the strong connection they have as a couple. It's so exciting to know that this is just the beginning, and we're ready to keep watching all those moments where they simply show how important Jikook is to all of us who love seeing them together and happy. What happened on stage surprised many people. Jimin and Jungkook stood facing each other, and at the same time, crossed their arms, making the same gesture. It was very direct and precise, as if they had agreed before going on stage. This kind of synchronicity doesn't happen by chance, it's the clearest proof that they have a very deep connection, the kind only couples who spend so much time together and understand each other with just a look share. It's intriguing to try to understand what this gesture means, whether it's a joke between them or something only the two of them understand, but the truth is that seeing them act with such coordination is a sign of their close relationship. As fans, this shows us that Jimin and Jungkook are always connected, even in the smallest gestures. It's beautiful to observe how, in the middle of such a big show, they find the time for these details that only reinforce how close they are and how much they care for each other. We'll be keeping a close eye on anything they say about this moment, because as soon as either of them comments, we'll be here to tell you everything. For now, all that's left is to admire this lovely interaction they gave us in Brussels, because moments like this are what show how real Jakook is. Regarding the photo JHopes recently posted, many people commented and tried to guess who was in it. Some said it could be any of the other members, except Jungkook. However, after observing what happened at the soundcheck, the facts are clear. Jungkook appeared wearing the exact same shoes as in that picture. There's no way this is a coincidence, it's the sign that confirms he was the person in the photo, sharing that private moment with Jimin. It's evident how the facts speak for themselves when it comes to Jakook. By wearing the same shoes as in JHopes' photo, Jungkook finally cleared up any doubts many people had about who was there, with Jimin resting on top of him. These kinds of details demonstrate that they don't need to say anything with words, as their actions make it clear what's happening in their relationship. It's direct and real proof of the closeness they maintain off camera. In the end, karma comes in the simplest way. That photo, which sparked so much speculation, was ultimately confirmed by Jungkook himself when he chose his shoes for the soundcheck. For those of us who closely follow their relationship, this is confirmation that the bond between them is strong and constant. Even though they try to keep a low profile, they always leave clear signs that confirm how real the bond between Jimin and Jungkook is. The way Jungkook arrived at the concert was another one of those moments that stood out on its own. From the moment he appeared, he went straight to Jimin, without wasting a second. It's clear that there's such a strong connection between them that they seem to act in perfect sync. As soon as he approached, they looked at each other in a special way, starting that exchange of glances they always have, which all of us who love Jakook recognize immediately for being so full of love. The way Jungkook seeks out Jimin upon arrival is proof that his priority is being close to each other. It's not just a greeting or another encounter, it's seeing how their eyes meet and that spark ignites every time they're together. These moments of connection demonstrate that, no matter how much the setting changes, they continue to maintain that mutual attention. It's obvious how they flirt and enjoy each other's company in front of everyone present. The way they look at each other when they're together, focusing only on one another, is what makes Jikook stand out so much for us. The way they behave upon reuniting confirms that their relationship remains just as important to them. These moments are pure expressions of how their affection is ever present in every public appearance they make during the tour. Jungkook's admiration is evident in his reactions to Jimin's work and presence. Over the years, Jungkook has consistently supported every project Jimin launches, sharing these achievements directly and openly with everyone. Whenever Jimin appears before him, Jungkook observes him with unwavering attention, maintaining an expression of joy and tenderness that shines through on camera. Jungkook's behavior clearly demonstrates his interest in every activity Jimin undertakes, big or small. When Jimin appears, Jungkook's gaze immediately shifts to him, revealing that his focus is exclusively on supporting Jimin's every step in his career. This way of observing and reacting to each other's presence is a constant sign of their close relationship. It's not just a simple gesture of courtesy between colleagues, but a detailed, constant, and dedicated follow-up that Jungkook provides at every opportunity, confirming that he is always aware of everything that happens with Jimin. The way Jungkook demonstrates this affection is completely direct, leaving no doubt about what Jimin means to him in his personal life. It's a fact that every time they have the opportunity to be together, Jungkook's smile confirms that he's always attentive to Jimin's actions, even when many other people are present. These constant interactions are proof that mutual support and shared attention are the fundamental pillars of their relationship. They don't try to hide this connection, on the contrary, they make it evident in every reaction they have when they're in the same space, reaffirming that their connection is unique. Furthermore, this deep admiration is reflected in how they interact even in the quietest moments or when they seem to be out of the spotlight. The way Jungkook always seeks to be near Jimin is a clear sign that their connection goes far beyond the merely professional or artistic. The tenderness Jungkook shows when observing Jimin isn't accidental, it's a fundamental part of their dynamic as an established couple. For those of us who analyze their every move, it's clear that this level of attention is the result of a genuine relationship, where the other's presence is what truly matters, transforming any situation into a special moment. It's crucial to note that these interactions aren't isolated incidents, but rather a constant in their behavior. Every time Jungkook appears, his mind and eyes always end up searching for Jimin to make sure he's okay, supporting him in everything he does. This kind of support is what makes their bond seem so solid and real. The way they care for each other and the respect they have for one another is the greatest proof that their story is authentic, solidifying them as a couple who know how to support each other through every stage of their lives. It's undeniable that Jungkook possesses a commanding presence wherever he goes. Every detail of his image and demeanor reflects a level of care that makes him stand out completely. His gaze, his smile, and the charisma he projects on stage are elements that define his personality and make him the center of attention for everyone who follows his career. Today, specifically, Jungkook appeared with an image that confirmed why he maintains such a constant impact on the public, sporting an aesthetic that was deemed impeccable from the moment he appeared before the cameras. On this occasion, his choice of attire was crucial in solidifying that superstar image that always characterizes him. With an all-black ensemble, complemented by sunglasses and accessories that highlighted his style, he demonstrated an imposing presence. Every movement he made while sporting this look was closely observed, resulting in images of his appearance being shared rapidly. It's clear that this stage presence wasn't accidental, rather, it reinforces Jungkook's ability to captivate any audience simply by walking in front of them. The way he carries himself in front of a crowd reaffirms that his natural place is the stage, where his talent and poise blend seamlessly. Many who closely follow his activities agree that he projects a more defined and attractive image each day, resulting in a massive following for each of his appearances. The way he cultivates his appearance, combined with his artistic talent, positions him as a figure who stands out not only for his music but also for the visual impact he generates at every official tour event. Furthermore, his personal growth is evident in these recent performances. It's not just about how he looks, but about the confidence he exudes in every gesture he makes in front of the camera. This confidence is what makes his fans feel so connected to him, as he projects a superstar image that feels real and grounded. Every photo and video that emerges from these concert days serves as a record of a moment where he's at his best, demonstrating that his ability to shine has only intensified with time. It's important to mention how this self-confidence influences the dynamic he has with Jimin when they're together. By appearing so self-assured and with such a defined style, Jungkook complements Jimin's energy, creating a balance that's key for the pair. These moments where he stands out for his impeccable image are what make the attention surrounding Jikook increase, since seeing them both at their visual and professional peak reinforces the admiration we feel for them as a duo. It's a fact that when Jungkook presents himself with that aura, the connection with Jimin seems even more noticeable to those of us who follow their every move. Park Jimin's stage presence is a phenomenon that captivates everyone, regardless of the angle or distance from which he is viewed. There is a unique quality to his figure and the fluid way he moves that is mesmerizing, something evident to all who have followed his career for years. Every feature of his face, his deep gaze, and the delicacy with which he executes each movement demonstrate a level of care and precision that makes him stand out remarkably in every performance. When Jimin appears, his smile and charisma immediately capture the attention of the crowd, making him the focal point of every event he participates in. The way he cultivates his image, from the smallest details of his wardrobe to his serene expression when interacting with the audience, reflects an inner confidence that perfectly complements his professional talent. For those of us who have closely observed his career, it is clear that each new appearance is a confirmation of his constant evolution, where his ability to look impeccable and captivating in any situation has become an essential characteristic of his performance in this series of international concerts. The way Jimin carries himself in front of the camera and the thousands of people who come to see him reinforces the perception that his elegance is not merely superficial, but an integral part of his artistic personality and who he is as a person. It's not just about his physical appearance, but how he uses that image to connect with the audience, convey complex emotions, and maintain a standard of quality that few can match. Every gesture he makes is imbued with a clear intention that attracts thousands of fans, who see him as an undisputed icon of style, dedication, and professionalism. Furthermore, it's crucial to highlight how this defined and sophisticated presence directly influences the dynamic he shares with Jungkook when they work together. Jimin's characteristic elegance provides a necessary balance that underscores the deep connection between them, creating a visual and emotional contrast that Jakook fans especially appreciate at every event. Watching Jimin perform with such confidence, style, and grace is not only a visual delight, but also a key element in understanding the duo's harmony. Finally, it must be acknowledged that Jimin's fascination is a reflection of his very essence, which seems crafted with an almost supernatural attention to detail. Every time he walks across the stage or simply takes his position for a musical number, the atmosphere shifts, and everyone's attention is drawn to him. It is this combination of delicate features, elegant movement, and unwavering confidence that makes Park Jimin a figure who transcends the conventional. His ability to remain a style icon while still being the center of Jungkook's gaze whenever they have the chance to be together is what keeps his story within Jakook a central topic of conversation and the reason we never stop following his every move.